this edition of Small Business Spotlight. We're here today with Brett Hayes of Zeus Digital Theaters to talk about what is going on over here at Waynesboro's favorite theater. Thank you for having us over today. So tell us about Zeus. How long has it been around now?
This October 8th, we will be 10 years.
Wow, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is our 10th year.
That's awesome. So obviously you guys have been really affected by COVID. The whole entertainment industry has been, and you've been shut down for a few months, but you've been able to do some kind of creative things. Tell us about what you guys have been doing.
Well, we shut down on March 17th, and we were not allowed to open up by the state until July 1st. But we were able to do groups of 10 people, so we did private shows in May. Right around the second week of May, we started doing private shows with just 10 people at a time. And that did pretty good. I ran close to 70 private shows by myself straight through for a month. So I didn't get a day off for a month, and I worked 12 hours a day and didn't make any money.
That's awesome. Probably quite the variety of movies
but
too.
But it did help cover the interest for that month,
right.
so that's good. Now we reopened on July 1st. We were running older movies. Now we're almost entirely first run movies again, starting with this week. All but two of them are all first runs. We still have a private show screen, so we can still do private shows for folks that don't want to be around any other folks in the theater.
It's a fun idea.
Yeah. The private event is unique. Normally, in the old days, you'd have to get 100 people together. Now 10 people is really not that hard to get two families together and be able to put that together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what can patrons expect now that you guys are reopened as far as social distancing, masking? What are the rules?
Well, all the things that they see everywhere else. You wear a mask. We have hand sanitizers. You have the 6-foot markers on the floor. All those things are normal. And we have of course, all of our staff will be in masks. More frequent hand washing on our end. We sanitize high-touch areas routinely. We have enhanced cleaning that we're doing. The big thing that the guests will notice is that because we have reserved seating, when they pick their ticket, they'll notice that the row in front of them and the row behind them is blocked off in the system. And then when they buy a ticket, the 2 seats on either side are then automatically blocked off.
Okay.
So we create a bubble because our seats are 4 feet on center apart, up to 8 feet front to back, and then of course 6 feet side to side, which is a very large bubble for you to be in.
Right.
So nobody's going to be walking in front of you. Nobody's going to get close to you. You're going to be able to sit down in the theater, eat your popcorn, drink your drink, watch a movie without even remembering that COVID is going on.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds. You're perfectly safe. Each one of our auditoriums has a separate HVAC system. They are robust commercial systems. They filter out the air routinely, and there's no cross-contamination from one theater to another. As of yet, we've not had crowds that I would even be concerned without the social distancing. We're not hitting the numbers we normally would hit, and big. It's a really big theater. I mean, we have 1,266 seats. Our largest loads that we've seen are maybe 50 people out of that. So plenty of room for everybody.
It's been interesting to see coming out of Hollywood the movies that have gotten pushed or put on hold altogether. What do you think the big blockbuster is going to be for the fall?
Oh, well, Tenet is the big one.
And that's playing now?
That starts next week.
Oh, you guys heard it. Tenet. Next week it's going to be the big movie. Come see it at Zeus.
Christopher Nolan is the director, and he's the director from Dunkirk and Inception and a host of other all the original Dark Knight movies, or the mid-range Dark Knight movies. But he really messes with time, and there's not a lot of CGI in what he does. He goes on location to shoot these things. It's kind of like a James Bond movie on steroids, and it's a smart thriller.
Gotcha.
I think it's going to do very, very well. Depend upon how Tenet does in its national rollout, as the national theaters are opening up at the same time right now. If it does well, then we'll see the Wonder Woman, and we'll see Top Gun, and we'll see all those others that were supposed to be summer movies kind of get put out. There are still a lot of really great movies that are coming out. Some of the smaller studios are using this opportunity as a time to get their movies out. So Unhinged was put out by a very small studio with Russell Crowe in it.
Right.
And they opened up this past weekend as a thriller. And it'll be a little while before we have a first-run kids movie. probably March, I would say,
Okay.
with Peter Rabbit too. But there's still a lot of content out there that's yet to come, and you know, you know, we're kind of in this phase. The second, everybody else uses phases, where, you know, if the first part was the shutdown going up to right now, as one section, now we're going to go into another section which gets us around probably to a vaccine period, and then we'll get back to normalcy.
Right.
So in this period here, of course, you know, we take everybody's health and safety pretty seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
And we want to see that parking lot full at Zeus again. So you
Yeah.
guys come out here and see your movies. And I just have one more question.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know. Everybody raves about your popcorn.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
What's the secret of popcorn?
It's the butter.
It's no there's a couple things. One, it's real butter. All right, so it's not corn oil. Two, we use the top branded seed, which is Orville Redenbacher.
Okay.
And then instead of using corn oil, we use coconut oil to cook it in. And those, taking basically the most expensive stuff we can put in there, makes it good.
Yeah, well, it is the best popcorn around. So
Good.
Thank you, Brett. We're
Thank
so
you.
happy to be here today. We're happy to see Zeus opening back up. You guys come on out, check them out. They have a Facebook page, their website, Zeus Digital Theaters. You can buy your tickets online for all the upcoming movies, and we want to see that parking lot full again. So thank you, Brett. Good luck to you guys getting back up.
Thank you.